You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Friday, February 27th, 2026. Good evening. I'm Chris Palermo. Here's what's happening in today's Daily Arrest Report. Deputies discovered methamphetamine on a man and learned he had an active warrant. Nye County Sheriff's Office has been very busy lately. On February 25th at approximately 3:27 p.m., deputies were patrolling near Charleston Park and Murphy Street when they observed a man riding a red moped southbound on Murphy. The rider was identified as Calvin Henry, whom the deputy recognized from prior law enforcement contacts. Dispatch confirmed Henry had an active warrant out of the agency. Upon further investigation, deputies also observed the moped was unregistered. After activating emergency lights and sirens, the deputy conducted a stop. Henry pulled to the right side of the roadway and was taken into custody without incident on the outstanding warrant. During a search prior to arrest, deputies located 2 clear bags in Henry's left front pocket containing a crystal-like substance believed to be methamphetamine. The substance was later field tested using a NIK test kit and returned a presumptive positive result for methamphetamine. Authorities say the suspected methamphetamine weighed approximately 42.53 grams. Henry was charged with 1 charge of failure to appear for a misdemeanor crime and 1 charge of possession of a controlled substance. The investigation remains ongoing. More news now on Thursday, February 26th. Nye County District Attorney Brian Coonsey was at Artesian Cellars for a campaign meet and greet. It was a chance for voters to help decide if they would lean his way in the upcoming election for that office, and Samantha Roberts reports.
Brian Coonsey held a meet and greet on February 26th at 6 p.m. at Artesian Cellars as he campaigns for re-election as Nye County District Attorney. During the event, Coonsey fielded questions from members of the public addressing a range of topics related to public safety, prosecution priorities, and the future of the District Attorney's office.
The reality is, really what I want to say is that I think I have absolutely the best job on the face of the earth. Because my job is to try to fix problems, find solutions, and make this a better community. And my team has to do that every single day. And we leave every day knowing what we made a big difference. And again, this is most of my team sitting right over here. And again, I just think we unfortunately do see the ugly underbelly of our society, sadly, and it actually can be kind of a depressing job with what you have to deal with. But I think we have a team that we probably a little chaotic. Is that fair? And so we always have to try to deal with what we have to deal with in this office. But again, it's great, and I really appreciate being able to serve you.
So what is your plan for your next term? You got anything you would change?
Actually, I don't know if there necessarily is a change, and a lot of our change actually comes kind of as things happen. You always have to change in this business, because every day is never the same day. And I think that's kind of the beauty of what we do, because every day is a different day. So you really have to adapt and change. But as far as, what we're doing, and I'm proud of what we've done from the standpoint of, it's fascinating statistic, and everybody's kind of like, what is it? But if you look at the stats, the crime rate in Nye County has actually dropped each of the last 3 years, right? That's because law enforcement is working together and getting things done. That's right. And the most fascinating thing when I look at the numbers is, even though the crime rate has dropped the last 3 years, The number of prosecutions we have done is actually 250 more than the last administration. So we're doing a lot more cases, and a lot of that was cleaning up a huge backlog of cases. But that's what my team has done, is really dug in there and got these cases moving.
News 25 had the opportunity to speak with Coonsey one-on-one following the event about his campaign and the issues raised by attendees.
You're running for a DA again. Tell the people, why are you running again?
Well, because mainly I believe I have the best job in the world, and we've done a lot in the last 4 years, basically 3.5 years, but I really would like to just finish out with one more term and get everything where I really want it to be, and leave the county a better place than when I started here.
And what are some goals that you have in mind for the future?
Well, the goals is really just are really kind of dictated by the work we do, and we've actually taken on a whole lot of new responsibilities. So one of the things we've done is I've actually developed a litigation team where we're actually doing a lot of the civil litigation without going to outside attorneys, because the county went with basically they have no insurance carrier. They went self-insured. And so, I now have a team where we're spending a lot of internal hours that aren't going to outside attorneys, which is saving the county, a few $100,000s a year in attorney's fees, because I have that type of talent in my office that we're able to actually do the civil litigation when the county's getting sued without sending it out to outside attorneys.
And tell us, what happened to the arrest photos?
Yeah, the arrest photos is always interesting, and there's a lot of misinformation about this, because the reality of it is, it's not, the question is that I have to maintain that we're not polluting basically the jury pool when we have criminal cases. So it's a question of pre-trial publicity that can actually interfere with my ability to do a trial.
Sports now with Mikey Ruhan. MGM in Las Vegas is hosting the MGM Slam and the U.S. Olympic women's hockey team. Not at the same time, though. That and more coming up.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports, and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Vegas Golden Knights are in Washington this evening, taking on the Capitals. That game is in progress. Bishop Gorman is known nationally for its football dominance, basically a football factory with homework, but this winter it was the school's hockey team making headlines. In just its third season, the Gaels became the first Nevada team to win the prestigious CCM tournament in Chicago. They followed that performance with a dominant state championship run, including an 11-0 win over Faith Lutheran. 11-0. At that point, the Zamboni was just doing victory lap. An elite group of men's professional tennis players will take the court at T-Mobile Arena this weekend and vie for a $1 million prize pool. That's the MGM Slam, presented by Capital One, this Sunday, March 1st. Flavor Flav secured VIP treatment for his She's Got Game weekend to celebrate all of the U.S. women Olympians taking place this summer in Las Vegas. The rapper, a public advocate of women's sports, who supported the USA bobsled and skeleton team at the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Olympics, announced Thursday that he and MGM Resorts are teaming up to deliver hospitality, parties, and a parade during the event, which runs July 16th through the 19th. Yeah, boy! And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thank you, Mikey. Well, we've got maybe a record-breaking weather forecast coming up. That and more local stories. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. We're looking ahead to the next free event organized by Patsy's Community Closet. We welcome Patsy herself into the KPVM TV studio to tell us what to expect at the Bob Brood Community Center on March 28th. They provide more than just clothing to those in need. Chris Pahrump, News 25, and we are thrilled again to have Patsy Brown from Patsy's Closet in the studio. Hello, Patsy.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
We have an event coming up. Before I forget, we'll just get it right out there. It's March 28th at the Bob Roode Community Center. It's a free event, and that's going to start at 2 p.m., ends at 4, again, right here in Pahrump. So Patsy's Closet provides all kinds of things, too many for me to list. We're going to get to you. Tell us about that. You had a recent event here. Why don't you tell us the mission of what your organization is all about? Then we'll get on to the events and then the collaborations you have now.
So excited, so excited. So yes, we did recently have an event where we debuted our program, which is we're basically giving away completely free at no cost. Brand new clothes, gently used, hygiene products, electronics, household goods, furniture, you name it, wheelchairs, chairs, everything.
Where does this stuff come from?
So we get donations. We get we have corporate sponsors and different types of contracts that they make donations of brand new items, as well as some lost and found with some of the hotels and casinos.
Wow, that's interesting. So if somebody doesn't claim anything for a while, it goes to you.
Correct. And we actually take those items. So one of our new partners, community partners, is Heroes Deserve Help. So we take all of the donated electronics, laptops, cell phones, they refurbish and then redistribute to veterans and members of veteran families. So pretty exciting.
Oh, wow. We're talking about Patsy Brown here from Patsy's Closet. Tell us, let's expand a bit on the partnership and the collaborations you have too.
So really excited. Our original first closet, we just had the items, school supplies, household goods, like I said, electronics that we passed out. Now we have basically wraparound services. So we've partnered with a lot of different companies that come in and offer different services. So like I mentioned before, the Heroes Deserve Help. We have ARP Nevada. I'm sure you're familiar with ARP. You know, they do a lot.
Look at me.
Right.
I love this girl.
You're so
I thought we were friends.
We are friends. Stop. I'm right with you. Don't even. We've got Bikers Against Bullying that's coming out. We've got the Foster Care Chamber of Commerce, which is very dear to my heart. So one of the reasons we actually started the organization was to assist with the kids that were aging out of foster care.
Interesting.
There's that transitioning into adulting. That
gap right there.
Right. And there wasn't a lot of programming for that, especially when it came to clothing, financial literacy, workforce development and help. Because remember, the closet, you don't just come and shuffle through racks for clothing. We have stylists there to help assist you with whatever you're doing. So a job interview.
You're a real force, Patsy. Tell me, I can hear the passion. Why do you want to do this?
Because I love helping people. It's the best thing. But I have found a lot of barriers that people have are simple fixes, and they don't always have the information. So we're trying to make a one-stop shop. And
we're going to see you at the event, obviously, March 28th, right here, down here in Pahrump. The Bob Roode Community Center. And of course, we'll have this up on our Facebook page, and we're going to repeat this segment a few times. Patsy Brown, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Always great seeing Patsy, and she's doing great things for the community. Coming up, our resident computer guru, Josh Osborne, has another tip for you. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals is here again with another quick tutorial. It's the game show edition. So have your hand ready and on the buzzer.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump Zone Great Computer Deals, and it's time for a very special edition of Quick Tutorial Game Show Edition. You guys ready? Here's how this works. We're going to give you guys a series of 5 questions, 1 question each video. And these questions are true or false. And all the questions that we're asking are discussing topics that we've covered in previous quick tutorials. So we're testing you guys. Don't let me down. You ready to play? Let's get going. True or false? And question number 1. Online scammers can take control over your computer at any time, which is why you need a good antivirus. True or false? The correct answer? It is false. The truth is, these scammers are not really good hackers. They're not Russian hackers like you see in the movies. They're usually people in foreign countries living in poverty that have been trained to have a silver tongue to convince you to help them steal money from you. So they do not have the ability to just hack into your computer and take control without your permission. They need your help, which is why they always want to do something when they talk to you on the phone or pop up on your computer screen. They want you to give them access to remote into the computer. Why? Because they can't do it on their own. So again, nothing wrong with having a good antivirus on your computer. You want that, but that's not the be-all, end-all. In most cases, you need to have good old common sense. Anyway, that is question number 1. Hope you got it right. We'll catch you guys on the next Quick Tutorial Game Show Edition.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
That's the Lerner and Rowe weather cam, and we're looking outside of the KPVM TV studios here in Pahrump and Mount Charleston. And, well, it's just about official. They said that Las Vegas has had the warmest winter on record. Will we break some more records? The forecast is coming up.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Welcome back to News 25. It's Friday night. Chris Palermo, and we've got your weekend weather forecast from the anchor desk here. Fernley hit 67 today. Fallon 69. Carson City 66. They are going down to 43. Tonopah 64. Goldfield is mining 66 degrees. Beatty, oh my goodness, 1 degree from 80. You didn't make it. Hermosa is 82 today. And Las Vegas, 82, 60 for a low. Tonight, if you're out there traveling up and down the strip, Death Valley, 91, 64 tonight. That's no surprise over there. Currently, 77 degrees. Mikey and I were outside a little while ago. It feels a little warmer than that, to tell you the truth. Your sun rose at 6:16 a.m. this morning. Humidity is at 24%. And you've got the wind direction, northwesterly winds, 7 miles an hour. 81 was the high. I guess we dropped a few degrees, but like I said, right now, 77. We're doing pretty good. Your sun is setting, in a few minutes, maybe at 5:37 p.m. Your humidity is raising up a little bit there, 47%. Tonight, those winds will taper off 5 miles an hour out of the east-northeasterly direction. Low, really mild low temperature, 55 degrees. Your forecast is going to look a little something like this. Tomorrow, stunning, 82, some clouds popping in. All right, here it is, Sunday, 80. Now, they're saying, maybe in Las Vegas, a 90-degree temperature and some records could be broken on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday, weather twins, sunny. Like I said, Wednesday 73, Thursday 64. We're coming back down to earth a little bit later next week, Friday 66. Look at those low temperatures, mid 50s, high 40s. That's pretty good. So your weather for tomorrow, Saturday, February 28th, is absolutely beautiful. Join Mikey Ruhan and myself in the parking lot at the Pahrump Nugget. We host a weekday midday show, Southern Nevada Now. We are having a special show tomorrow, Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mikey and I will be there. We are going to be part of the Backyard Butchers Show. One of the deals they're having are the ribeyes. So come down. We'll be playing some great music. Mikey and I will be live on the radio on Ace Country 103.1. That'll just about do it for all of us here tonight. News 25. Make it a great weekend. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow.